This shit ain't overnight, that's a whole lot of flips. This shit ain't overnight, took a whole lot of trips. This shit ain't overnight, gotta learn and get your grip. This shit ain't come overnight, it just look like this. This shit ain't overnight, been through so much shit in my life. The game colder than ice, that bass I'll cut you like a knife. Always had my own little finger, and you gon' feed me with a slice. We was grinding all night just to make them turnovers precise. I had to sacrifice, I had to cut some ties, minimize. I had to realize, I use my real eyes, see through the lie. Club going live, strange guys, say FBI. Know the father guys, I swear they had the nerve, think I was high. This shit ain't overnight, that's a whole lot of flips. This shit ain't overnight, took a whole lot of trips. This shit ain't overnight, gotta learn and get your grip. This shit ain't come overnight, it just look like this. This shit ain't overnight, that's a whole lot of flips. This shit ain't overnight, took a whole lot of trips. This shit ain't overnight, gotta learn and get your grip. This shit ain't come overnight, it just look like this. This shit ain't overnight, been through so much shit in my life. The game colder than ice, that bass I'll cut you like a knife. Always had my own little finger, and you gon' feed me with a slice. We was grinding all night just to make them turnovers precise. I had to sacrifice, I had to cut some ties, minimize. I had to realize, I use my real eyes, see through the lie. Club going live, strange guys, say FBI. Know the father guys, I swear they had the nerve, think I was high. This shit ain't overnight.
Get himself mixed up in any more drama, he just got into it with Rick Ross after Rick unfollowed him on IG and joined forces with Kendrick to disrespect him. Drake decided to clap back in the messiest way possible by getting with Rick's ex-girlfriend, Christina Mackey. As if that wasn't bad enough, Drake is also reportedly planning on linking up with Rick's ex-wife, Tia Kemp. What's even crazier about this is that Tia exposed Rick not too long ago of trash-talking Drake to her every single night back when they were still together. Tia spilled all Rick's tea and exposed him for being an undercover hater for over a decade. But of course, Rick isn't planning on letting this slide either because he just went off on Drake and made it clear to him that he isn't the one to be played with. Now, this feud might seem new to a lot of people, but if you've been keeping up with Drake and Rick for a while, then you know it isn't the first time they've come for each other. They actually started feuding back in 2015 when Drake and Meek Mill were in the middle of a very heated rap beef. At the time, Rick felt like he had to pick a side since he has a stronger relationship with Meek. So he decided to throw some shots at Drake unprovoked in his song Color Money, in which he rapped, "Color Money got your beat out on a world tour. My little homie made $1 million on his girl tour. We back to back and down to whack a man unborn. Miami men got him changing all the gun laws. So run, Forrest, get some shooters and they dying too. I got more money than that lane that you're signed to." Drake clapped back at Rick a few months after that on his song Western Road Flows, on which he rapped, "Yeah, I brought your wifey out to St. Martin. She violated. I sent her back where it all started. How quick they are to forget about their bachelor apartment. Leave it to guys like you to show them light in the darkness." They went on to throw a couple more shots at each other after this, but in September of 2016, there were some rumors that the two of them had met up in private to squash the beef. This was revealed by rapper Nori, who said, "I heard Drake and Ross met in Prime 112 to squash the beef between Meek Mill and Drake. Listen, if that rumor is correct, that's what we need to happen. Meek Mill, Drake, Ross, F beef." This was also later confirmed by Rick himself the following year when he said that he and Drake actually did squash their beef thanks to a private conversation set up by Jay Prince. They went on to to release their 2 back-to-back collaborations in 2019, Money in the Grave and Gold Roses. From that point on, it really seemed like everything was cool between them and that they were now back to being friends and having mutual respect for each other. That was until a few days ago when Rick Ross decided to be petty again by unfollowing Drake on IG in support of Kendrick Lamar dissing Drake. So as most of y'all already know, Kendrick sent the internet into a frenzy a few days ago when he featured on Future's song Like That and dissed the life out of Drake. He said he wasn't interested in ever being put in the same sentence as Drake and J. Cole, and that people have to stop calling them the big three because he is bigger than the two of them combined. He rapped, F sneak dissing, first person shooter. I hope they came with 3 switches. Mother F the big 3 man, it's just big me. For some reason, Rick inserted himself in this and unfollowed Drake. This was really random because, as I said before, they seemed to have squashed their beef, so people were confused as to where this sudden animosity from Rick was coming from. Drake actually ended up responding to Kendrick's diss during his performance, and he had a lot to say.
It's the same way I want you to walk out of here feeling about yourself. Because you know how I'm feeling? I got my head up high, my back straight. I'm 10 toes down. Florida, anywhere else I go, and I know that no matter what, it's not a...
Ain't Rick Ross with old girl right now? Did they break up and then she went and slid on Drake and Drake said he sent her back and now she back with Ross? What's going on?
Ever in my life. And that's how I want you to walk out of here tonight.
But y'all already know how Drake is. He is the king of pettiness, and he didn't fail to give Rick a taste of it. He flew out Rick's recent ex-girlfriend, Christina Mackey, on an all-expenses-paid trip to his show and even gave her a special VIP area to sit in for the show. Christina even posted a special invitation letter that she received from Drake. This was super petty on Drake's side because Christina and Rick recently had a very messy public breakup, so this was a huge slap in the
See, that was just, damn, I gotta say, I ain't know. See, I thought they was together. Damn, Drake moved fast.
face for Rick. Rick responded by also posting a video of him vibing out Kendrick's verse. This was an obvious dig at Drake, and it was clear as day that
Drake moved so fast.
he wanted to piss Drake off. And just when we thought we were wrapping this whole mess up, Rick's ex-wife, Tia Kemp, went on live and exposed Rick for trash talking Drake to her when
It's clearly about the women. It's clearly about the women.
they were still together. Apparently, Rick has always been jealous of Drake even after they squashed their beef, but he was just keeping it on the down low so people don't clock his tea and realize he's just salty.
Why your driver staying in your mama house that you grew up in Rolling Oaks? And I heard it's a trap house.
They said Rick Ross a billionaire.
Yeah, he ain't no billionaire. He over-exaggerated everything. Y'all better stop believing that. He do it for the ground. And Drake, I want you to call me because I got something to tell you personally. He talk about your family, but and he racist too.
He talk about Drake like a dog.
Girl, he got a baby from a Russian woman, look just like Drake. Beautiful little boy. Same age one of that girl got them 3 children from, baby. Them children the same age. That's why she be hiding in the hole somewhere every now and then. Because she know he got a baby that her baby.
What Rick Ross tell you Drake business allegedly?
Because he pillow talk with me all through the night when he wants sandwiches and wake up. His sleep pattern off.
This revelation from Tia really put everything into perspective because when you think about it, Rick doesn't actually have any reason to be beefing with Drake. Drake has never done anything to him, but he continuously tries to belittle him and pick on him for no reason at all. Some people even said Drake should have invited Tia over on his tour instead of Christina because that would have hit Rick harder. Child, it's all a mess, y'all. As usual, people had their own thoughts about this, like this person who said, Rick Ross definitely used to be one of them fake friends that turn on you when everybody else growing up. Another person said, what the heck did Drake do to these guys? Starting to look like Kendrick was paid by them to diss Drake. But now I want to know your thoughts. What do you think about Drake inviting Christina to his concert? And do you think Rick is really jealous of Drake? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. And don't forget to click here to watch this other messy video.
It's some behind the scenes shit that probably ain't entertaining yet that they going, you know. Drake moved fast. He so got he so sent Rick Ross I thought they was together. That's how I'm behind. I thought Rick Ross was still with her.
Hey. could never be nobody #1 fan. Your first #1, I had to put it in your hand. You pussies can't get booked outside America for nan. I'm out in Tokyo because I'm big in Japan. I'm the hit maker y'all depend on. Backstage in my city, it was friend zone. You won't never take no chain off of us. How the fuck you big stepping with a size 7 man's on? This the part.
I like the energy though.
With the bite, nigga, what's up? I know my picture on the wall when y'all cook up. Extortion, baby, whole career, you been shook up. This top told you drop and give me 50 like some push-ups. Hood, your last one brick, you really not on shit. They make excuses for you cause they hate to see me lit. Pull your contract cause we gotta see the split. The way you doing splits, bitch, your pants might rip. You better do that motherfucking show.
So like one bar on Rick Ross, because I think I really heard only like one bar on Rick Ross.
Side bitty. Maroon 5 need a verse, you better make it witty. Then we need a verse for the Swifties. Top say drop, you better drop and give them 50. Pip squeak, pipe down, you ain't in no big three. Scissor got you wiped down, Travis got you wiped down, Savage got you wiped down.
Like, I won't lie, this shit ain't even like hard like that. You know what I'm saying? Like it got energy, but it ain't even like people geeked it up. Like he ain't really saying nothing. Like he's saying something, but like you know.
Your label, boy, you in the scope right now, and you gon' feel the aftermath of what I write down. I'm at the top of the mountain, so you tight now. Just to have this talk with your ass, I had to hike down. Big difference between Mike then and Mike now. What the fuck is this, a 20v1, nigga? What's a prince to a king? He a son, nigga. Get more love in the city that you from, nigga. Metro, shut your whole ass up and make some drums, nigga. Yeah, I'm the 6th guy, I'm the front runner. Y'all nigga manager was Charles' little blunt runner. Clean the 6 and you boys ain't even come from it. And when you boys got rich, you had to run from it. Cash blowing, able bread out here tricking. Shit we do for bitches, he doing for niggas. Jets, whips, chains, wicked, wicked, wicked. Spinning like you tryna fuck, boy, you tripping, boy, you tripping. Drizzy Chippendale, probably got your bitch Chanel. I just got them done, boy, don't make me at the Chippendale. Rolling loud stage, I would turn, that was slick as hell. Shit'll probably change if his BM start to kiss and tell. Hugs and kisses, man, don't tell me about no switches. I be rocking every fucking chain I own next visit, ayy. I be with some bodyguards like Whitney. Top say, drop your little midget ass, better fucking, ayy. Better drop and give me 50, ayy. Drop and give me 50. Drop and give me 50, ayy. Niggas really got me out here talking like I'm 50. Niggas really got me out here rapping what I'm living. I might take your latest girl and cuff her like I'm Ricky. Can't believe he jumping in, this nigga turning 50. Every song that made it on a chart he got from Drizzy. Spend that little check, you gotta stay up out my business. Nigga, shout out to the hooper that be busting out the gritty. We know why you mad, nigga, I ain't even tripping. All that little heartbroken Twitter shit for bitches. This for all the top dogs, drop and give me 50, drop.
Rick, oh, okay, so I see why they say I see why he cold though. I see why. That's funny. So when he said I might take your latest girl and cuff her like I'm Ricky, because that must be a Rick Ross bar. Plus he sent Rick Ross girl an invitation to come to his concert. He funny. That's okay.
That fucking song y'all got to not start to beef with us. This shit been brewing in a pot, now I'm heating up. I don't care what Cole think, that dot shit was weak as fuck. Champagne tripping, he is not fucking easing up. Nigga calling top to see if top want a piece of up. Top want a piece of up, top want a piece of up. Nah, pussy, now you on your own when you speaking up. You don't roll deep to this, you not fucking deep enough. Begging cops or not, boy, you not fucking beating us. Numbers wise, I'm out of here, you not fucking creeping up. Money wise, I'm out of here, you not fucking sneaking up. Cornball your show money, merch money, feed us. I'ma let you niggas work it out because I seen enough. This ain't even everything I know, don't wake the demon up. This ain't even everything I know, don't wake the demon up. Drop and give me 50, all you fuck niggas teaming up.
What top five you smoking on, Kendrick?
Yeah, drop a 50 bag. For the mob in a spot, drop a 50 bag, 29 for the card.
Attention affiliate marketers, stop promoting your affiliate links directly all over the internet, trying to make a sale, trying to make a commission. That does not work.
This is Jordan Tower with JT News. Make sure you smash that like button, smash that subscribe, and let's get right into the news. Birdman trolls. Well, Birdman says He's riding with Drake, obviously, for life. I got your back, surprise party. Yeah, whatever. You know, we knew Birdman had his back against Rick Ross. Now, Drake and Chubbs liked, I guess this is Cash's ex-girl or something. She says, Cash is a rat. Check the 52 division statement against me. And don't get me started on Sal calling us the N-word, the hard ER. Now, let me see if I can pull this up. Cash is, if you don't know who Cash is, he's Weekend's manager. And started from the bottom, was Belly's manager. Sal was Belly's manager. They found and wooed Weekend over to them, and they started EXO together instead of Weekend signing to Drake. Drake didn't like that, but Drake let it go. But there's always been some animosity there. Now, this is a girl saying Cash is a rat who snitched on a girl back in Toronto. Cash is, okay, wait. Sal, who is another exec of EXO, is racist and uses the ER. I'm not shocked. Okay. Been around these guys before. I'm not shocked, man. But anyways, yeah, this is the whole team. Sal's over here on the right. That's Weekend, obviously, and that's Cash on the left. Drake has Drake doing, let's see. But Drake has his share of things too. Let's see here. I don't know who this girl is. I thought that would maybe his baby mom or his ex-girlfriend or something. Check 52 division. You know, Drake shouldn't be pointing that out either, because I'm going to tell you something. Drake's made a statement on somebody too, and now these guys are going to surface that. That happened in 2009. Drake got his chain stolen. So DJ Khaled keeps getting added in all Rick Ross's posts about his nose, BBL Drake. Ross, when Uma Thurman said, Drake, hey, do you want the original costume? Because Drake had posted the Kill Bill costume, or the Kill Bill scene where she's against like 50 people, and, you know, implying Drake's against the whole industry. And Rick Ross says, will it fit me, BBL Drizzy? Then he trolls Birdman. Birdman, do it for Miss Gladys. Drake, invite me to the pussy party. Then Rick Ross says, Drewski, don't let these white boys jump me. Imagine being 50-something, turning about, and that's why I unfollowed you. Wait. Ben the Don says, imagine being 50, talking about, and that's why I unfollowed you. Why does he say Drewski, though?
That's 50, you said. That's why.
This is BBL Drizzy. Ben the Don. Huh. Okay. So then Rick Ross is on his boat trolling Birdman. He shows Birdman where his house used to be that got repossessed by the bank. Right here.
Hey, that's where Birdman house was at, right over there. Stunner. That's where your house was at, right there. The little island over there.
Obviously, he's playing the Drake diss. There's white boy. Who's next? BBL Drizzy. This is crazy, bro. This is really crazy. Well, we will see, man. We will see. I'm gonna do another video, or maybe I might go live. This is Jordan Tower with JT News. Smash that like button, and I'll check you guys in the next one. Peace.
Rick Ross killed him, but at the same time, Drake, this wasn't towards Rick Ross. He talked about multiple people. One line made Rick Ross go make a whole song. So now let's see what Drake come up with as far as the whole song, because it's not.
Today's world is built on trust. Well,
I know Chiggs is in here recording this.
No Chig Smooth in here, right? So whatever you say,
you know Chig gonna have everything up there.
Whatever you say, Chig's gonna be on YouTube with it, man.
The rap war of 2024 takes another turn. What's up, y'all? It's your man Talkers Road reporting for the Chick Smooth channel. We got to talk about this. After Drake dropped his response to everyone, Rick Ross immediately got in the studio and had something to say back. But in the outro of that song, Rick Ross will go on to accuse Drake of having a nose job, saying Drake never wanted to be black, so he cut his daddy's nose off, which is ruthless. And as that started going everywhere, Drake's mom would text him to try to get all the facts, saying Obs, which is a great nickname. The internet saying you got a nose job? You look the same to me in the kitchen today. I can't believe you would get one without me, because you know I always wanted one. Don't tell me you got tattoos without me and now this too. Seems like Drake's mom is funny too. He responded to her laughing, saying, I would have gotten us a 2-for-1 deal if I went, ma. It's coming from Rick Ross, the guy this song's with. He's gone loopy off the Manhattan. He hasn't eaten in days and it's turned him angry and racist. He's performing at proms for money. It's bad. Don't worry. We'll handle it. And as you see, Drake posted this in his stories. This wasn't a leaked message. He will emphasize this story by saying, rich forever, Rick Ross, you're one nosy goof. The captain of capitalization, Rick Ross, chose to wear Drake merch for his show, for which Drake called a prom for money. Then Rick Ross was seemingly asked, how long would this war continue? He posted on his story, who knows? This is good because all Drake has to do is link up with the real Rick Ross. Then this will be a different conversation. But Ross is the only one actively in this war. He's rapping, performing, and marketing. If that was your warning shot, how much could you possibly have left to say? Drake's song was just a call for Kendrick to stand front and center, like Max Holloway. Meet me in the center of the ring and let's fight. Verbally, lyrically, not physically. We don't want to see Kendrick versus Drake in a boxing ring. Leave that for Jake Paul. But what do you think about this whole situation? What side are you on? Are you even on a side? Do you like rap is going in this direction? Let me know in the comment section. Peace.
Hey guys, shop with my boy Chick Smooth at chicksmooth.shop.
It only took a few hours, but Rick Ross has already responded to Drake with a diss track. In this diss, he goes on to say, told you niggas stay scheming, I predicted my fate. He also said Drake got a nose job and he unfollowed him because he sent a cease and desist to French Montana. And lastly, he said, flow is copy and paste. Weezy gave you that juice. Another white boy at the park that want to hang with the crew. For Rick Ross to be able to come up with this a few hours after Drake dissed him, I got a lot of respect for him, and hip-hop is getting interesting.
11 months ago, we burned down our advertising agency at $66,000 per month, but I still went on to build a new age.
Hey, man.
So now why am I in it? And you could have did it. See how I get drawn in because you never apologized.
Exactly. Let's get active. That's what he said. Let's get active. Tell him to drop that we can get active. Cash flowing, able bread. Nah. Yo, I don't care what y'all niggas say. A+ for no sneak dissing, calling niggas out by name, chin checking them, calling niggas out. That Jay-Z shit where you rapping hieroglyphics, I'm dissing but not saying your name. It's over. Metro, you a hoe. You a bitch. You used to be a blunt roller. I like it. One more time. Fuck niggas teaming up. What type of you smoking on Kendrick? Wait. Yeah. Drop. Wait. No fucking way I'm on the song. Am I on the song? I'm not on the song. I swear I'm on the song. Drop and give me 50, all you fuck niggas teaming up. What type of you smoking on Kendrick? Yeah, drop. Drop a 50.
Yo, Kendrick, he's begging you to drop. The pussy shenanigans is over. The bait and switch, the bluffer Olympics is done. Drop your fucking 4-year-old song that you could get demolished. Thank God the nigga, yo, is this what Drake had to do to make y'all favorite rapper rap? He had to diss 20 niggas and then harmonize at the end of the track. Drop, just drop. I'm ready. He's squaring up. It's squabble time. He's begging Kendrick to drop. The double dutcher. The backpedaler. I thought you wanted smoke. Let's go. Drop. You heard what he said? He's singing it to you. He's rapping it to you.
Yeah, drop.
Appreciate the love. Shout out. I see all the W's dropping. Like that's a lot, right? That's a lot of love. You know, I always watch the listening session.
I would say, and this is the best analogy, Drake is LeBron James. He's been the most consistent at a high level for a long time, but there's been a lot of people who ate on his watch. A lot. And Kendrick is one of them. Cole is one of them. They've ate on his watch. Ron's record in the...
One of the only things he wanted, at least yesterday, he said, Act, when you get on that podcast, nigga, let these niggas know. Tell that motherfucking nigga Kendrick to drop his shit that we can get active. His words exactly. Let's get active. That's what he said. Let's get active. Tell him to drop that we can get active.
Another rapper reacted to this as we are making this video, and that was none other than Rick Ross. Rick Ross posted on his Instagram story a video of him laughing while listening to the song that...
If you're not making $158,000 per year, but you'd like to, I strongly encourage you to...
One of the people mentioned in the diss track, Za, responded on her Instagram story, confused as to why she was even mentioned in the diss track, but Drake has other agendas to worry about.
That's so now why am I in it? And you could have did it. See how I get wrong and she never apologized.
50 Cent posted a reel on Instagram with the Drake diss and captioned it, "All you ninjas got smoked by a light-skinned ninja. LOL, y'all better get high as a mother and come up with something." We expected 50 Cent to respond, but not this fast, considering he was mentioned in the diss track. Adin Ross, a streamer, reacted to the diss track as well. He commented, "Drake is better than every other rapper combined. He's the greatest to ever pick up a mic. There are levels to this shit." Something I think the fans are going to support him for saying. Drake's new diss track has stirred up significant attention, targeting various figures in the hip-hop community. In his lyrics, Drake asserts his dominance, claims significant influence in other artists' successes, and critiques their global reach compared to his. He positions himself as an irreplaceable figure in the music industry, overshadowing others with his global appeal and criticizing their recent works and stature. The track also highlights Drake's frustration with others claiming affiliation with Toronto, his hometown, and he uses strong language to assert his top position in the industry. Additionally, Drake's lyrics suggest a long-standing tension, hinting that issues have been simmering for a while. Here's a breakdown of some key lines.
I could never be nobody #1 fan. Your first #1, I had to put it in your hand.
Drake implies he's instrumental in another artist achieving their first #1 hit, suggesting a mentor-like influence.
You pussies can't get booked outside America for nan. I'm out in Tokyo because I'm big in Japan.
Here, he contrasts his international fame compared to Kendrick Metro and J. Cole limited global reach, highlighting his popularity in markets like Japan.
You won't never take no chain off of us. How the fuck you big stepping with a size 7 man's on? This the part with the bite, nigga, what's up?
This line mocks Kendrick's physical stature and metaphorically questions his ability to step up in a conflict.
Your last one brick, you really not on shit. They make excuses for you because they hate to see me lit.
Drake criticizes Kendrick's
he doing it just smooth.
Recent work.
PG. I was right.
I made videos for 4 years and didn't get paid anything. I'm still not monetized on YouTube. I just felt like I was trying to just keep up the wheel of creating content.
You don't live with your own failure. Where did that bring you? Back to me.
Sorry, bro. I'm the type of nigga stand on business, nigga. One man arm against 50, nigga. Let's do that. I stand on business, nigga.
Oh my God!
And this guy, my life, he switches it up every single day. One day he's a Muslim, the next day he's a Christian. I swear. Where's your Bible? Did I tell you guys I'm a Christian? You're a Christian, yeah?
You're confused, brother. Hey, brother, you're confused. I'm telling you, brother.
Shit! Shit!
Oh, you motherfuckers. Okay. All right. I'm putting cases on all you bitches. Huh? You think you can do this shit? Jay! You think you can do this to me? You motherfuckers will be playing basketball in Pelican Bay when I get finished with you. I know that ain't who I think it is. I know that ain't who I think it is. I know that ain't who I think it is.
No, fuck! All right. Whoa.
Yo, I can't believe this thing got a verse on his album. I swear, I can't believe it. You don't know Drake is in a fight for his life? These are the worst type of people. Chat, take it from me, man. Trust me. Sometimes it's the people who you love, the people you sleeping next to, the people who, like, that's your day one. They the ops. Like, you love them, you do anything for them. And of course, at the moment when you feel like niggas trying to finally get you, you look up, and the person you are cool with is with the ops. That's J. Cole. J. Cole's op. Fuck J. Cole.
We?
Shit! Shit!
Like I said, this is my brother ASAP Rocky. This is my brother Kendrick Lamar.
Man, what did he do to make them niggas that mad?
Picture this. You're in the studio on a deadline and need a powerful French horn section fast. With East-West Composer Cloud Plus.
I might take the latest girl and cuff her like I'm Ricky. Can't believe he jumping in and turning 50. Every song that made it on the chart he got from Drizzy.
Hey, man. Oh, it's such a beautiful day. Me waking up from a nap, I just realized BBL Drizzy called his mommy on me. He shared their text messages between each other. Cupcake Drake, tell your mama you stayed out past your curfew, white boy. You wanted to hang at the park with the niggas, smoke weed with the niggas while we washed our old school Chevys. White boy, you got a Chevy, white boy? I doubt it. But anyway, big nose. Big nose. Boy, you had 25% body fat with a carved out 6-piece. Stop. We know what time it is. That shit costs 40 bands. Stop. But tell your mama, well, in Miami, we say old girl. Tell your old girl she a beautiful lady. I told you that before, and I meant that. But you tell your mama, white boy, you stayed out at the park too late, and you can't call her when you get in this shit.
I think Drake's afraid of himself. Meaning, when you do something like back-to-back, that's what people are expecting. Tupac never made another hit him up. God bless him, he passed. Nas never made another Issa. You know what I'm saying? Jay-Z never made another takeover. Like, it takes certain things to get something out of you. I don't know if Drake can get to that level of back-to-back again.
Wow.
I think he's competing with himself.
I got confidence in Drizzy.
Wait.
I got confidence in Drizzy.
Confidence to do what?
To rap.
Yeah, he can rap, but he ain't got nothing on Kendrick Lamar.
No, he gonna come back. I don't know when.
He better
Hopefully
keep chilling.
soon.
He better keep chilling in the
You don't think
cut.
so?
Sexy red. That's what you better keep doing.
Nah,
Pay
he got
us no mind.
Yeah, we acting like Drake ain't got balls. Oh,
Drake,
is that what we
Drake is
saying?
phenomenal. Kendrick and Drake would be a phenomenal matchup. I'm just telling you, he don't want it with Kung Fu Kenny.
You had a song for 4 years, drop that shit, shut your mouth. Shut your mouth. It's me twice in my big three, I had to leave you out.
Kendrick, he's begging you to drop. The shenanigans is over. The bait and switch, the bluffer Olympics is done. Drop your fucking 4-year-old song that you could get demolished. Thank God. Yo, is this what Drake had to do to make y'all favorite rapper rap? He had to diss 20 niggas, and guys at the end of the track, drop. Just drop. Drop. I'm ready. He's squaring up. It's squabble time. He's begging Kendrick to drop.
Guess who's finally clapping back? Yep, it's Drake. After all the drama and shade thrown his way, he's not staying silent anymore. You won't believe how the rap world has been buzzing. From Metro Boomin and Future's album dissing him left and right, to Kendrick Lamar outright claiming he's the best in the game and throwing jabs at both Drake and J. Cole, things have been heating up. And now, Drake is stepping up to the mic with some serious heat. He's not just spitting bars, he's calling out every name that's dared to throw shade his way. In his latest track, he's not holding back, taking aim at everyone. It's like he's drawing a line in the sand, letting everyone know he's not to be messed with. Drake's proving he's still king of the rap game, and he's not about to let anyone forget it. Stay tuned, because it seems like Drake just set the rap world on fire.
Yo, I don't care what y'all say. A+ for no sneak dissing, calling out by name, chin checking them, calling niggas out.
Okay, so here's the scoop. Today, an unconfirmed Drake diss track started circulating on social media, and let me tell you, it's causing a stir. This alleged track has Drake going all in, taking aim at Kendrick Lamar, Future, Metro Boomin, and The Weeknd, and trust me, he's not holding back. In one savage verse directed at Kendrick, Drake throws major shade, mocking Kendrick's collaborations with Maroon 5 and his fan base, the Swifties. He even goes as far as dismissing Kendrick as not being part of the big three in the rap game. But wait, there's more drama. Drake doesn't spare The Weeknd either. He accuses The Weeknd of falsely claiming Toronto and suggests that he abandoned his roots once he hit it big. And then there's Metro Boomin. Drake tells him straight up to stick to making beats and stay out of the drama. Talk about shutting down the competition.
What's a prince to a king? He a son. I get more love in the city that you from. Metro, shut your whole up and make some drums.
And as for Future, well, Drake questions his global appeal and flexes about his own worldwide recognition. It's clear that Drake is asserting his dominance and taking no prisoners. Now, while some fans are convinced this track is legit, others are speculating that it might be the work of artificial intelligence. But regardless of its authenticity, one thing's for sure, Drake isn't holding back any punches, and the rap world is buzzing with excitement and anticipation. These lyrics are dripping with aggression and swagger, showcasing Drake's confidence and assertiveness. Whether the track is real or not, it's definitely got everyone talking. But if it is real, the rap world is about to explode. Even though Future and Metro Boomin just dropped their latest album, you can bet they'll be ready to hit the studio again and cook up some serious heat in response. These guys don't back down from a challenge, and Drake's diss track will only fuel their fire. And then there's Kendrick Lamar. He's no stranger to rap beef, and let's be honest, he kind of started it all by responding to some previous sneak disses. With J. Cole seemingly out of the picture, Kendrick may see this as an opportunity to go all in on Drake. You know he has the talent and the lyrical ability to make some serious waves, but let's take a step back from Drake's response and get into the history of this rap beef. For those of you who don't know, it all started with Kendrick Lamar. Kendrick kicked things off with some heavy jabs at Drake and J. Cole in a recent track. He didn't just choose any targets, he went after two of the biggest names in the rap game. So, what was it that Kendrick said to get everyone's attention? He dropped some fierce lines and like that from Future and Metro Boomin's album, We Don't Trust You. Kendrick made it clear from the get-go, directly calling out Drake and J. Cole with some pretty sharp words. This whole beef seems to have roots in a track from last year where J. Cole referred to the
No matter who you are, it's never too late to start creating. Built by creators, for creators. U42 lets you set your own prices and start monetizing on day one. Podcasts, music, and video.
The big three in rap, which includes himself, Drake, and Kendrick, and mused about who the top MC might be. Drake seemed to respond by suggesting that the top spot was just between him and Cole, leaving Kendrick out in the cold. In Like That, Kendrick didn't hold back. He challenged them to be direct with lines like, "Yeah, get up with me, forget sneak dissing." This is Kendrick telling them to stop hiding behind their lyrics and address him directly. He boldly declared, "Mother Big Three, it's just Big Me," positioning himself not as part of a trio, but in a league of his own. And Kendrick went on to say more than just criticizing them. He even delivered a punch to their music, saying that what they consider to be their best work pales in comparison to his. He boldly compares himself to Prince, claiming that his legacy will surpass theirs. Kendrick's line, "Your best work is a light pack, Prince outlived Mike Jack," is a bold statement. He's essentially stating that he'll be remembered as the greatest of all time, long after Drake and J. Cole have faded from status.
I'm really like that, and your best work is a light pack. Prince outlived Mike Jack.
And then everyone was waiting for Drake and J. Cole to respond to these disses, and it was J. Cole who stepped up to the plate. Fans were taken aback by his bold move back into the rap battle arena. With his latest release, Might Delete Later, J. Cole fires back at Kendrick Lamar's jabs with a heated verse on 7-Minute Drill. He starts off with, I got a phone call. They say that somebody dissing. You want some attention? It come with extensions. He's clearly pointing a finger at Kendrick for stirring up drama, suggesting that Kendrick's looking for attention, but warns of the consequences that follow. J. Cole continues to dissect Kendrick's career path with sharp lines. He acknowledges Kendrick's initial success, but doesn't shy away from expressing his views on the decline in Kendrick's recent works, saying, he's still doing shows but fell off like The Simpsons. Your first was classic, your last was tragic. While he gives props to Kendrick's early achievements, Cole doesn't hold back on his critique of Kendrick's latest outputs. He contrasts their careers by highlighting Kendrick's peak in his own ascent. Your third was massive and that was your prime. I was trailing right behind and I just now hit mine.
Third was massive and that was your prime. I was trailing right behind and I just now hit mine.
Moreover, Cole comments on the long waits between Kendrick's The Heart series releases, with
J. Cole been jumping on different type of beats and shit.
he averaging one heart verse like every 30 months or something. He implies that without Kendrick's recent diss, there wouldn't be much buzz around him. Yet, even as he's ready to stand his ground, Cole shows a level of respect towards Kendrick. Blood don't make me have to smoke this guy cause I with him, but push come to shove on this mic, I will humble him. J. Cole's response isn't just a clapback, it's a declaration that while he holds respect for Kendrick, he's fully prepared to meet the challenge head on.
Blood don't make me have to smoke this nigga cause I with him, but push come to shove on this mic, I will humble him.
After all of this, fans were left wondering what was next for this whole situation, and were waiting for Drake to finally break silence. But before Drake dropped his response, J. Cole took an unexpected turn and kind of changed the whole dynamic of the situation. At Dreamville Fest, J. Cole did something really special on stage that got everyone talking. After Kendrick Lamar released a song that had some tough words for both J. Cole and Drake, J. Cole didn't just stay quiet. He came back with his own song called 7-Minute Drill, where he answered Kendrick. But at the festival, instead of keeping up the fight, J. Cole decided to say sorry to Kendrick right in front of everyone.
For the first time, I was tested. Why am I tested? Because I got the world and I got my nigga like, what you gonna do, Cole? My nigga like, bit boy, I must have had 1,000 missed calls. Oh my God. Text flooded. I couldn't even answer my shit. Nigga, it's wartime. Boom, boom, right?
So yeah, J. Cole took some time during his show at Dreamville Festival in North Carolina to get real with everyone. He started talking about his latest track, 7-Minute Drill, which was actually a comeback to a song Kendrick Lamar made called Like That. J. Cole was telling the crowd how he's been feeling good lately, doing things his way, but then he switched gears to chat about his new EP, Might Delete Later. He said he was really proud of it because it's part of a bigger project he's been cooking up for a long time. But there's a catch. Cole mentioned there was one part of his EP he didn't feel right about, the diss aimed at Kendrick. He straight up called it the lamest thing he's ever done. He shared how torn he felt when everyone was looking at him to see how he'd react to Kendrick's song. Despite the world wanting to see them go at it, Cole said he didn't actually have bad blood with Kendrick, who he's always looked up to. He was super honest, even naming Kendrick and admitting that his diss track was a mistake and kind of silly. Cole reflected on how it took him back to a time when he wasn't making the best choices, and he really hoped Kendrick didn't take it the wrong way. He stood there, asking for a chance to make things right, not just with Kendrick, but with everyone listening. Cole hoped for forgiveness, wanting to get back on track and leave the drama behind. He even said the past couple of days had been rough for him, feeling terrible about the whole thing.
So what I want to say right here tonight is in the midst of me doing that and in that, trying to find a little angle and downplay this nigga catalog and his greatness, I want to say right now tonight, how many people think Kendrick Lamar is one of the greatest motherfuckers to ever touch a microphone?
So there you have it, everybody. A look back at everything that has happened in the rap beef saga. Drake finally responded with a blunt diss track, and it all began with Kendrick Lamar throwing the first punch after some previous sneak dissing. And don't forget about a surprise twist of J. Cole apologizing to Kendrick, which added another layer of drama to the mix. But what happens next with all of this? It's anyone's guess. With Drake reigniting the flames, we can expect Future, Metro Boomin, Kendrick, and possibly more rappers to join the battle. The rap world is buzzing with excitement, waiting to see how this all shakes out. Will there be more diss tracks? Will the feud escalate even further? Will cool heads prevail and everyone move on from this drama? Only time will tell. But one thing is certain, this rap beef has gotten everyone talking, and we'll all be eager to see what happens next.
Hey, man.
Real.
Oh, Oh, it's such a beautiful day. Me waking up from a nap, I just realized BBL Drizzy called his mommy on me. He shared their text messages between each other. Cupcake Drake, tell your mama you stayed out past your curfew, white boy. You wanted to hang at the park with the niggas, smoke weed with the niggas while we washed our old school Chevys. White boy, you got a Chevy, white boy? I doubt it. But anyway, big nose. Boy, you had 25% body fat with a carved out 6-piece. Stop. We know what time it is. Cost 40 bands. Stop. But tell your mama, well, in Miami, we say old girl. Tell your old girl she a beautiful lady. I told you that before, and I meant that. But you tell your mama, white boy, you stayed out at the park too late, and you can't call her when you get in this. It's too deep to call your mama white. Back to the luxuries of life. I might write a song that they call Who Knows? Who knows? One thing about I'm gonna say this. You niggas with them BBLs, you niggas, I'm speaking specifically to you niggas with BBLs. If you got a fake body, you got a fake mind, nigga. Leave that to them cute walking around in YSL heels. Not you niggas in OVO, the pastrami posse.
Oh, yo, it's Big Ant, the spokesman, man. We back. Another edition of Urban Politicians TV, UPTV. Make sure you stay on your pivot at all times, man. Had to come tap in, and I am a nigga that's on here all the time talking about expect the unexpected. But one thing I for sure did expect when Drake and them leaked the version of their push-up song, and I saw Ross catch a few bars on there, I most definitely at least expected him to go to his Instagram story, get some jokes off, and promote one of his brands and everything like that. That's what he normally does at the bare minimum. But what I didn't expect from Rick Ross was to go get right in the booth or already had something pre-cooked up. I don't know for sure, with Champagne Dreams. As I heard a snippet of that in the beginning, where he came right back at Drake in less than a few hours with the response. Talked about him being white and things like that. Then talked about the situation with Wayne and Rap-A-Lot bringing him in the game. Then called him out and said the reason I unfollowed you on Instagram, because there was a conversation on the blogs, was because you sent French Montana a cease and desist, and he wasn't rocking with that and everything. Said you was different when you was around in the beginning. You was happy to be around us. You basically wasn't cool like that, but now you just switched up in so many words is what I'm gathering from what Rick Ross' account of everything is. Well, when Ross came back and now he see this getting traction, you know this is what he's going to do. He went out last night, performed with Drake's hoodie on from the For All the Dogs tour, wore the hoodie merch, and then actually played Drake's songs that he had with them, which they got a gang of hits together for sure. You gonna probably want to perform some of those, but on Drake's part, he telling the DJ to cut the music and everything. Well, when Drake came back with that text message right there, thread with his mother talking about the nose job, I said, oh, you really gave Ross what he wanted. Now he gonna go back and forth until he get tired, and I can expect that. As you hear him, he's talking about the BBL or the body surgery, and then talking about the nose thing that he did. Put that up some more, posting the pictures and things like that. And I don't know what's what. That ain't really my lane. That ain't my game, and that ain't my thing. To jump out there and think about getting my body done, my nose done. All this stuff has been new to me in a few years that niggas actually do this stuff. Now, Drake is basically denying it through his mother right there. Didn't address the body sculpting, I guess they called it, or nothing like that. I remember watching that show, Nip Tuck, back in the day a little bit. But that ain't how I grew up. That ain't just some niggas around me. I don't know what it is, what lane niggas getting surgery. I understand, like, niggas who get health surgeries. That makes all the sense in the world, of course. And then, you know, niggas get their teeth done or things like that. But nigga actually, like, just getting enhancements and things like that, that's some stuff that I've been seeing as of late. But if that's what niggas is on, that's what them niggas is on. Do y'all, that ain't for me at all. Hearing Drake even say the doctors with no draws, I don't even know what none of that stuff means, but that's what that is. But when Ross saw that Drake was offended by this, he didn't disrespect his mama, but he's gonna keep on continuing to disrespect you. That's what Ross has done over the years. People he done got into it with on social media as of late, he uses for an opportunity to promote the car show, promote the wing stop, promote this, promote that, or whatever brand he got rolling at that time. That's just what he's gonna do. I don't know how long Drake fans will continue to go back and forth with him, but Ross got time for this type of energy. He's already on the internet all day long, regardless. And we know Ross, that nigga's a rapper. He will go in that booth and go cook some more music up. We seen him do it back in the day with 50 Cent. When he had the beef with him or anybody else. Ross ain't never been one to shy away from getting in booth and rapping. He can do that. That's what he do. Now, when you hear him say the racist stuff, that's gonna make Ross even go harder with that white boy conversation, because you called him racist. He said, oh, he really offended by that now. So Ross is gonna really press that line, which I do gotta say once again, Ross calling him a white boy is not being racist, bro. He's mocking him. From the way Ross is putting it out there, because I know I'm a nigga, I'm from the South. He's not saying I have a problem with white people or you're a bad person because you're white. What he's saying is you're not really who you try to act like or who you try to hang around. I was around you at the time and you was, I don't know Drake, but he's saying, hey nigga, you's a white boy, you's not, you the guy that had the white mother and things like that, but you wasn't really a nigga. You had to come hang with the niggas and see niggas smoking weed and cleaning up the Chevys and things like that. But when Drake put that up there, I said, oh, you can expect Ross to keep pressing that button if you show any signs of you are bothered or you feel a way about it. That's just what it is. But Ross is not racist. I don't know why Drake came with that terminology right there. Then gave him this thing about the diabetes medicine and stuff. I said, yeah, here we go. Now, Drake, I do got to say this on the rap side. You got to respect it. Dog got in there, swung back at niggas. Got a lot of niggas he didn't diss before. Niggas didn't responded. Kendrick just set the tone. He threw the gasoline on the fire that was already burning behind the scene. And we here. Only thing I don't think now with Jake.
Well, I'm waiting on Drake full song now for Rick Ross, because his song was, now I'm waiting on everybody's song, I guess. I want to hear everybody's song. Drake only, it really ain't no match yet, because Drake got to make one full song towards everybody now type shit. He can't mess so many people on one song now. Just like,
Cole backing out and then seeing Drake give some smoke to everybody on the song. Yeah. Kendrick might feel like, oh, it ain't really about rap as much no more, because he got somebody showing him what's on the blogs at least, or he's following it himself and looking at everything. So he probably like, man, I don't even know if I want to do it no more. They done took it away from the rap and the skill set. But he might say, hey, Drake, you crossed the line, nigga, because majority of the push-up song, he most definitely was going at Kendrick. And, hey, I think that, in my opinion, for this to be better for the rap side of it for Drake and Kendrick, because J. Cole, you out of there, that you do your thing, respect you as a man and what you brought to the culture for sure. But right now we looking at Drake and Kendrick. Y'all two niggas rap. And I want to see that. What Drake did on that song, that ain't enough to get Kendrick up out of here, because that nigga like a wizard and he gonna break stuff down scientifically with the words and everything. No, can Drake get in that bag? He can. But is he gonna be a nigga that say, I'm gonna release this much music? Well, let me give one for Kendrick directly, because that nigga gonna need a whole either song or verse. You got to give that nigga at least a whole verse, because if you don't, then nigga, if he come back with something, he gonna really take it down through there, especially since he ain't even got to really go at J. Cole no more. But either way, we getting good music. I'm here for it. Long as they rapping, ain't nobody getting hurt. Ain't nobody going to jail. This ain't no drilling and killing and all that other stuff. Nigga, keep the entertainment coming. We here to cover it all. The people want it. I'm into it. They into it. They like it. I love it. Hey, it's the culture, man. It's a part of the game. Everybody ain't going to be on the same team at times. It is a little bit of a competitive sport. Ain't nobody got.
Rick Ross grew up a fat kid. He had the rib.
Want a new career but don't have experience?
Prior to the Google UX design certificate, I didn't have any experience in UX design at all.
I didn't.
What up, guys? Your boy Quake, and Drake has responded to the allegations of him getting a nose job. Yes, that's what we're talking about here. I know it's like gossipy talk, but Rick Ross decided to diss Drake. Initially, what happened was the Drake diss track leaked online. People were speculating it was AI or was it Drake. Eventually came out that it's actually a Drake diss track. And in that track, Drake clowned Rick Ross and said, basically, all your hits came from me, which is true. If you actually look that up, that's true. And then he just clowned him and said, listen, like you're 50 years old and you're over here beefing about dumb things with me. And then Rick Ross, with the quickness, within like 3-4 hours, released his own diss track called Champagne Moments. And on that track, he basically called him a white boy and that he, wants to be more white. He got a nose job to make it more white looking. And, he just said he got a BBL and got his abs done and taking fat sucked out of his stomach and stuff like that. So a bunch of stuff clowning him and even talking about, you have ghostwriters and, you're not really who you say you are and you're not really that gangsta, blah, blah, blah. And you were grateful to be around us and how Lil Wayne gave you your swag, so on and so forth. Drake has responded to the Rick Ross diss track. And he responded in probably a funny way. Honestly, I thought it was funny. And, 50 Cent decided to get involved in between it as well, because 50's been very active and an instigator in a lot of this stuff. And then Rick Ross responded to Drake. So what did Drake say after the diss track? He posted on his Instagram story a conversation that he had with his mom on text messages. And his mom caught wind of all the Drake nose job headlines, surgeries, all those headlines that were happening because of Rick Ross. And she texted him and said, "Obs, the internet is saying you got a nose job. You look the same to me in the kitchen today. I can't believe you would get one without me." And with a little like covering face emoji, said, "Because I always wanted one. Don't tell me that you got tattoos without me and now this too." She put a question mark. Now, Drake responded with a bunch of laughing emojis and said, "I would have gotten us a 2-for-1 deal if I went, Ma." It's coming from Rick Ross, the guy I did songs with. He's gone loopy off the Marjanro. He hasn't eaten in days, and it's turned him angry and racist. He's performing at proms for money. It's bad. Don't worry, we'll handle it. And then he tagged Rick Ross and said, "You're one nosy goof." And that was hilarious, man. Just saying, Rick Ross is angry and, hungry, and that, he's performing at proms for money, which was true because last night after Rick Ross released that diss track, he went that night to perform at a prom. So he's clowning him there, saying that, he needs money just to perform at proms, because Rick Ross on his diss track was also saying he's got more money than Drake, which, you can just Google it and know that that's false. But that was Drake's response, denying the claims, of course. And honestly, if you look at the photos, it doesn't look like he's gotten anything done. So that Rick Ross thing, I think, in my opinion, is just gossip talk, just to clown him. Then Rick Ross caught wind of that, posted a story and said BBL Drizzy with a nose emoji, tagging DJ Khaled, and then called him Pinocchio Drake. Now, the funniest thing out of all this, the person who's got the most casualties out of this is DJ Khaled. Like, how is he going to create his next album? I think we're done hearing DJ Khaled albums, or he's going to start featuring artists that are way less of tier, because now Rick Ross, Drake, Metro Boomin, Future, everybody's got their own side. They're not going to, work on a DJ Khaled album together. So that's the funniest thing. The person who loses the most out of this is DJ Khaled. And then Rick Ross continued and started clowning him some more in some videos on his Instagram. Rick Ross also, while performing at that prom show that night, wore a t-shirt with Drake's face on it. And then he posted that on his Instagram and said, "Whose nose?" tagging Drake, and said BBL Drizzy. He continued that on his Instagram stories and responded to Drake. And this video is hilarious, man. Rick Ross is funny at times. I can't help but laugh. I mean, he called Drake BBL Drizzy as well as Cupcake Drake. Is just something else. So check out the video.
Switch to our most affordable unlimited phone plan and get 2 lines for just $80 per month with Simply Unlimited from Google Fi.
I can see it. Oh, it's such a beautiful day. Me waking up from a nap, I just realized BBL Drizzy called his mommy on me. He shared their text messages between each other. Cupcake Drake, tell your mama you stayed out past your curfew, white boy. You wanted to hang at the park with the niggas, smoke weed with the niggas while we washed our old school Chevys. White boy, you got a Chevy, white boy? I doubt it. But anyway, big nose. Boy, you had 25% body fat with a carved out 6-piece. Stop. We know what time it is. That shit costs 40 bands. Stop. But tell your mama Well, in Miami, we say old girl. Tell your old girl she a beautiful lady. I told you that before, and I meant that. But you tell your mama, white boy, you stayed out at the park too late, and you can't call her when you get in this shit. This shit too deep to call your mama, white boy.
And that, I'm telling you, Rick Ross is funny at times. It's ridiculous. He said a 25% body fat with a carved out 6-piece. That is just, I don't know. The only Rick Ross can come up with like words like that and just say it in such a funny way. And then I think, to be honest with you, I think this Drake and Rick Ross thing is probably going to settle. The dust's going to settle with these two because, I mean, he just complimented his mom and just said she's still a beautiful lady, blah, blah, blah. Tell her I said that.
The dust ain't gonna settle because Rick Ross broke up with that girl, and Drake, she sent her ticket to his concert.
So I think it's just funny talk back and forth. So I don't see these two having beef down the line unless it's something really serious behind the scenes. And if the beef really started over what Rick Ross says, which is Drake not clearing a verse for French Montana, then it's not really anything
That
serious.
ain't all part why, because definitely this Rick Ross just broke up with that girl. I thought he was still with her, but I ain't know. Like she posts on her story or Instagram or something that Drake sent her a ticket to the concert.
The Kendrick and Drake thing is like actually serious. These other people are kind of just casualties and people that are in between. At least that's the way I'm viewing it. Continuing on
to the luxuries of life. I might write a song today called Who Knows? Who knows? One thing about I'm gonna say this. You niggas with them BBLs, you niggas, I'm speaking specifically to you niggas with BBLs. If you got a fake body, you got a fake mind, nigga. Leave that shit to them cute bitches walking around in YSL heels. Not you bitch niggas in OVO. The pastrami posse.
After that video, he posted something on his Instagram story and said the bridge of your nose somehow got smaller, BBL Drizzy, and tagged Drake and then hashtag white boy, which I really don't see it, but I mean, that's what Rick Ross is speculating. Following that, 50 Cent got involved. And 50, of course, has some history with Rick Ross and doesn't like him at all. They're still beefing. They don't like each other one bit. And 50 posted the text message that Drake posted. And in the caption, he says, Margero makes you hungry and racist. We don't need this shit. Take it off the market. LOL. Which is a funny caption, man. I think he's having fun with this. There is speculation. DJ Who Kid posted a photo, army photo, and said coming soon, more coming soon. It wouldn't be
because 50 got liquor.
Surprise me because DJ Who Kid is somebody who really wants 50 to get back into music. Every time 50 does an interview with DJ Who Kid, he talks about, hey, I want you to drop new music. When are you coming out with new music? I wouldn't be surprised if somehow Drake gets 50 involved into this. If the Drake and Rick Ross beef is actually real. Like if it's serious, Drake will probably drag 50 into it. And 50 wouldn't mind doing it. That's just 50's never liked Rick Ross since they started beefing, and he doesn't care about joining a side. But I mean, 50's also cool with Kendrick and Aftermath, so that's another thing there. So who knows what's gonna happen? But that's the back and forth. Drake has denied it. Of course he would. And Rick Ross is still clowning him. So we'll see what happens moving forward with Drake and Rick Ross. Right now, do not get distracted. The main show is Drake versus Kendrick. Kendrick started with Like That. Drake responded with the Push-Ups diss track. So we'll see where we're going to get there. And we'll keep our eyes posted on if anything else changes.
That's it for today's video. If you guys want to support this channel further, you can do so at patreon.com/diverse mentality.
If you're a business owner, then animated explainer videos are the best way to capture attention, get more followers.
Old people. I just made gave a whole rant about how this morning I woke up and the first thing I saw was the Rick Ross response to the beef, and then I finally played back the beef, and I'm like, oh, okay, I'm up to date.
What's up, everybody? This is the world famous Ed Lover, and you are watching Forgotten Kings TV. That's right, Forgotten Kings TV. Come on, son.
But then I was looking for the Iranian strike on Israel, and I couldn't find it. It came up. Eventually, I understood what happened with the Iranian strike on Israel and whether it really sparked, a regional or world dispute. So I got that, and that was kind of important since it could spark a world war, and it should be in the top of the news. But still, the most important thing in the news is the beef. And I was saying that I walked Biggie to his car the day he was killed. And that experience was, I got home, then I got a phone call from Mike Concepcion. I was in LA. We went to that party that you've all read about. I walked him to his car. The only time I ever really hung out with him. And I walked into his car. I went home, and Mike Concepcion called me and told me he had been killed.
Mm-hmm.
The next day, we had a meeting at Mr. Farrakhan's house. Not the next day. Next day, I called, and we set up a meeting, and we had a meeting where East and West came together at Mr. Farrakhan's house, and that kind of stopped the war. It's all documented. But it was a big deal because people were dying, right? And Biggie and Tupac were dead, and rap beef escalated to that. A lot of other people died too. They're just not as famous. So here we are today, and there's rap beef, and it's the biggest thing in the news. But I want to just say how powerful they are, the rappers. They're so powerful that they came together and they said we wanted equal high quality education. The American government would figure out a way to do it. They all went to Trump tomorrow and said, we want you to figure out how to pay for equal high quality education for every American. It would be part of his campaign, and we could probably push him to do it. The same for sure with Joe Biden. He's more likely to try. I mean, it would be as big as AIPAC. I don't know. We could push him to do something so meaningful about healthcare, about education, about all of the things that matter to Black people. Just rappers alone could spark the dialogue big enough and create a dialogue big enough and a demand big enough that our American government would deliver for us equal high quality education or healthcare that's equivalent to the healthcare of every other developed country in this world. But instead, we are beefing. I'm all for entertainment, but it's not their fault that they're bigger than our congressmen, that they're more important than our senators, and that their words carry more weight than our leadership. I remember Malcolm X said that it was a shame that we lived in a world where entertainers and only Black people had entertainers as leaders. Well, that was designed to be such a, so when Farrakhan put those entertainers in a room, when I had that summit and all of the rappers came, every New York City candidate for mayor came. The head of the NAACP, Kwame Nkrumah, the head of the Urban League, all of the councilmen and who were interested in that group, supporting them, they all showed up. And he told them they weren't gangsters, but that the government, in fact, was gangster, and they should curb their words. And a lot of them really took that to heart and did something. And we did do things. Again, we changed the Rockefeller drug laws. We got thousands of people out of jail. We got hundreds of millions of dollars put in the education budget. We did something. The Hip Hop Summit was successful, not in the way we would hope, but certainly today, where is the communication amongst rappers that has to do with lifting our people? Not their job. They didn't ask for this power. They asked for power over people to buy their records and power over people to love them as music artists and poets. But unfortunately, we need them to say something else together. It would spark a revolution. And I just wanted to get that out. I said it and I erased it by mistake, but I'm saying it again. I said I walked Biggie to his car and I felt that night his death. I felt I must have been involved in saving the lives of God knows how many rappers. I solved so many rap beef behind the scenes. I saw that. It was not nearly as big, the beefs. Even though they were in the cover of Vibe magazine, they weren't as traveled as we are today with social media. Enough so that we smother the potential for world war. We all should have been sitting on not worried so much because life is about moving forward, but we should be aware of the things like the attack from Iran to Israel could spark a world war, and we should know about that more than we should the lyrics of Drake's diss. Just my opinion. And I hope that someone listens and some young, is the NAACP still, I don't know, but Kwame Nkrumah was the head of the NAACP. He sat in the front row when Farrakhan addressed rappers, whether you like Farrakhan or not. All of the mayoral candidates, 5, 2 Jewish ones, Bloomberg and others, came to that summit just to pay homage to the power of hip hop. And then hip hop did exude some power, like I said, and changed some things. And they still have the power. In fact, their power is so pop, so mainstream, that they can do much more than they were able to do before. And I hope that someone, Birdman, one of the older statesmen who is still very involved, Jay-Z and Rock Nation, so many powerful hip-hop figures who are still in the game and still have relationships with across the board with hip-hop. Those people could really, if they wanted, create something, a vehicle where the power of hip-hop is harnessed and used in the way we tried to use it years ago. Don't let it get away. It's really, really useful to the Black community because we need voices that will spur more voices that will create the revolutions to save us from, God knows, they're tearing apart whatever we built. Any affirmative action, any of the things that we fought for are being taken from us. Hip hop could protect us. It could also create new vehicles for the betterment of humanity. That's it. What about the Hip Hop Caucus? I haven't been in touch with them, the Reverend who ran it, but he's not moving Drake. It's just when we had Jay-Z and Puffy and whoever else, what there was so many. Eminem people all showed, everybody showed up to see Farrakhan. And it was scary. The mainstream media was afraid.
I doubt if the hip hop game ever be like people need to where people come together because they built it off of bullshit. They built it off of playing people anyway. That's why it's like that. That's why.
Well, they carried it, but his ability to push people. If he would decide to speak about the factory farming industry, if the collective hip hop spoke about the poisoning of our communities, they bear down on, on the questions that matter. Why does, and I thought about this one, why does McDonald's have 19 ingredients in the American French fry and 3 oil, salt, and potato in the British one? Because the American government allows for such foolery to go on. Hip hop could change the food we eat. Hip hop could change the level of education we get. Hip hop could change the level of healthcare we get. They can't do it alone. They can do it because they can create such a revolution amongst people that politicians would have no choice but to listen. I don't know who the leader is, who will step up, and who has the power to do to organize them. But it would take a lot of, not so much work, I guess. Just get one star who has the voice. J. Cole, maybe. Somebody. All right, namaste, yogis. That's it.
Shout my boy Chick Smooth at chicksmooth.shop.
I've got
It ain't overnight, took a whole lot of trips. This shit ain't overnight, gotta learn and get your grip. This shit ain't come overnight, it just look like this. Secure the bag, get that dough. I ain't gotta tell them better, already know. Money over bitches, better know how it goes. Streets don't love real cold. Many niggas tell on you to get let go. Better know when they give it time, it can get out of control. Better